for things to get a little bit awkward.
Yeah,
neutral and in the confirms.
No, absolutely. And Olimar, a character that, you know, in the release of Smash Ultimate, yeah, well, first of all, shout out Smash Ultimate 6 years in the making. When Olimar first came out, busted, like down, you know, shout out ESAM, busted, like a ridiculously strong damage output, ridiculous KO potential. Down smash hitbox was like bigger than 2 Wolf characters were. So like it was like a ridiculous character. After the nerfs that specifically hit, everyone felt like the Buzz, who will be on commentary this weekend as well. You know, a lot of players dropping it, and we see a lot of great players come up as well. I believe Candle, and of course, you know, Myron as well, not participating so much more in tournaments recently, but nonetheless, like Shuton holding true as well. But of course, he has another meta demon in the back pocket in the Aegis, so ESAM has to prepare for both matches. But if I'm Shuton, I'm definitely playing the Olimar into ESAM if I'm him.
Yeah, I've always felt like Olimar occupies the same space in my brain as like Corrin, kind of a good anti-meta character. Like a lot of characters who do really well in this meta will kind of get annoyed or shut down by characters with really big zone control and the ability to kind of convert big damage errantly off of odd conditions. And Shuton already doing just that, because if that forward air was purple, you know, Pikachu, lighter character, would have been exploded there.
Yeah, absolutely. And an interesting matchup check thing is if you have a Pikmin on you as Pikachu and you go for a Skull Bash to recover the side B, it'll actually stop it because you hit the Pikmin. So there's a lot of really scary things that Shuton can do with the Pikmin, specifically to counteract Pikachu's recovery. We saw the disjointed hitbox of the down air actually 2-framing ESAM there. So you have to be very, very careful, and so far looking good for Shuton.
I'm about to be a little bit of a nerd here, but it kind of looked like the Pikmin that was latched on the Pikachu also extended the hit lag on the quick attack. So if the down air is out there just lingering, that's just more time where you can just kind of get it in the right position and blow up Pikachu for it. So that alone already makes the matchup annoying. That's what I was talking about earlier with these fringe, odd situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And we see even with the one Pikmin, Shuton still able to mix on ESAM's shield, especially with your whistle, you're able to create really, really tricky air drift mix-ups as well. Creating some really strange opportunities and making it very hard for Pikachu to really pinpoint this character, which is odd to say. I mean, people don't really talk about Olimar's mobility in this game, but a character that is kind of tricky to hit at times.
It's like Chihuahua. Like, you know, like their legs are so short, but they're just running around.
Yeah.
They pee on your carpet and they just run outside the house. Like, why are you like this? I've never met a well-behaved Chihuahua. I've never met an honest Olimar either. So.
No, absolutely. I mean, I've never really thought of it like that, but you're absolutely right. He is the Chihuahua of Smash Ultimate.
Yeah, just biting ankles and causing problems everywhere.
Yeah, absolutely. And a character that, you know, it's actually able to meet Pikachu in terms of the height differential. A lot of times Pikachu is able to be shorter than other characters, giving an advantage. Olimar is very short, so it also works out in his favor there. You see the Skull Bash that ESAM will use to really great effect to kind of mix up and cross up to the other side of the stage there. It forces him in a really tricky spot. He bangs his head on the Pikmin and then now gets forced in the corner. The back air comes in as well.
Yeah, now ESAM just trying to whittle away at shield, just kind of trying to force any opening. Because Olimar's shield is one of the weirdest in the games because his helmet can just be barely poking out and you can poke him.
Yep.
So a character and player who can kind of put really precise hitboxes out there can make Shuton play more on the offensive than he might like to.
Yeah, absolutely. And there gets the drag down there into the drag down. Yeah, sorry. That shocked me too. Drag down nair, grab down throw, tech chase, or air dodge read, thunder. The thunder hitbox KO'd off the top. It didn't connect fully, just the lightning, and I'm kind of a little bit shocked if I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Shuton is too because that was that was a whole ass lightning bolt right there. That was a lot of damage, and the fact that ESAM is also still playing very aggressive as well shows that he knows the situation he's in, and he knows that Olimar's that's the thing. When you're playing that character, when you're playing Pikachu, you have to play even more precise. That up air, if that connected, I think that could have led into like a fastball thunder or just kind of forcing another high recovery that Pikachu could have easily caught.
Yep.
But instead, the Hungrybox shift just put you barely above Olimar, and with a purple in hand, Shuton's like, okay, I'll take a free lunch, all right? Well, the yen is weak right now. I'll take a free lunch for sure.
I'll take it for sure. And I mean, of all the moves that are kind of like that, I think of like Villager up air, for example, is a great, where it's like, just throw kind of a hitbox up there. Purple Pikmin is probably one of the strongest ones in general. I mean, it's relatively quick. It has an auto cancel window, if I'm not mistaken. So it's like you can get away with it as a reversal option as well. And like you were talking about, ESAM wanting to continue the pressure will just get you called out there. And we go immediately over to Smashville, a stage that I am very scared of Pikachu on, of course. Creating that equal sign kind of layout makes it so that Pikachu can really just close in the distance and cover so much space, and immediately ESAM on the pressure game here.
Yeah, I always say this stage is a scrap stage, right? Yep. People come here when they want to fight, and that's pretty much it. So ESAM just kind of showing that he's just trying to press forward and not really give Shuton the opportunity to set the stage. Because you give Olimar too much time, next thing you know, you're fighting 2 purples and a blue. And it's like, well, I lose neutral if you press side B. So you can't really let them get anything going too much. And right now, ESAM just trying to do just that.
And once again, another one of those hitboxes that's able to just kind of get thrown out. A rising down air, super active, and just distorted enough to call out a lot of Pikachu's hitboxes there.
What a pivot grab. And there's that blue that I was talking about before. It's really sneaky because when Olimar's in shields, it gets a bit hard to kind of see which Pikmin is next in the lineup.
Yeah.
So the fact that you just kind of went for the pivot grab immediately, recognizing that, oh, wait. That was a box special. That was a box special, the double up.
Yeah, the double up.
Yeah, that's so hard to do on controller.
Yeah, I believe you have to get it notched. It's a very particular certain angle, but with the power of the not prism, but box on your side, rectangular prism, if you will, you're able to really make that work. But Shuton was ready for it as soon as I'll just hit you with 4 down tilts. A move you don't see quite often, but very good at scooping those hitboxes. And welcome to the Myron Zone. Shout outs.
Yep, the 2 purple, you know what's going to be happening. Yep. Whenever you're in doubt, just throw out that side B and the yellow as well to kind of just, go forth. Hold down the neutral.
Go forth, children. Hold down the neutral. Deactivate every hitbox that Pikachu's throwing at me. But ESAM able to weave in between the side B hitboxes there. I like when the Pikmin have to run back to Olimar. They're like, oh, we missed. Oh, no. But Shuton still coming out on top with that stock, 129%. Dash attack able to find the KO there. Shuton getting caught in the movement.
Yeah, ESAM's still a full stock behind, but, that's the start of something. And
here we go.
Okay, we got these. We got
some Nair loops, ladies and gentlemen. But Shuton able to double jump out, gets a reversal down air, but ESAM continuing the pressure, taking the damage, not too worried about it. Drag down Nair there, no connection further from ESAM, but still every opportunity that ESAM is going to get some damage, he's going to get as much damage as humanly possible. Like, in a lot of these spots, he has some of the best execution of any player, but Shuton also very crafty in the defensive game, goes for the the up B there, and ESAM is throwing out hitboxes, trying to call out Shuton, fighting aggressively off the ledge. Shuton is getting hit, but not giving it, finally swinging back, getting some nice damage there, and we're back to double purple Pikmin.
Oh, and this is where it gets rough. ESAM was doing a good job not taking too much damage, but now we have the double purple, as you said, PJ, and that just makes it so much harder to not just kind of get nickel and dimed, and at this higher percent, you're just going to be bullied off stage each time. It's looking rough for ESAM right now.
Yeah, not a great spot to be in, especially when the down air is just big enough to hit through the platform. Almost breaking the shield, not enough there. The up throw into the thunder. DI check has been failed. Oh, dang it, and that's a stock.
Yeah, Bowser stole your star, but you know what? You still have 1 more left in the tank anyway. And it's not even going to be needed because a JV2 stock, Shuton with a strong defensive play, gets that dash back, gets that forward smash, and goes up 2-0.
That's the benefit there that I was talking about being short as Olimar. You're able to parry the first hitbox and dash away. Other characters that are big, if you parry and drop shield there and dash, you just get hit by the whole thing. And it also happened to be the thing you were talking about, where because the Pikmin's on you, there's more hit lag. So I think, I don't know if this is true, but it might have extended the hurt box as well, so that he was able to parry it like kind of sooner than it should have as well. Like,
maybe
these variables that Olimar presents to the table makes it so that even players so precise as ESAM are unable to make anything really happen. Lab demons get called out by, like you were saying, off-meta characters quite often.
Yeah. And on top of that, I mean, ESAM is also shown that he's done his homework, because something I like that he's doing is that whenever a Pikmin's on him, he'll try and clear with the up air to keep that up air as stale as possible so it combos as easily as it can. However, even despite that, Shuton is just kind of getting 1 foot ahead in the more scrambled neutral situations, and when a purple's online, you're just getting so much more damage with such a light character. It just kind of compounds and snowballs in a way that ESAM has been able to come back from.
Yeah, absolutely. And these purple Pikmins, I mean, we can't say enough. Look how much damage he's taking right now. He tries to go for up airs, but it was stuck kind of below that hitbox, and now the damage leads into a juggle, and the purple Pikmin online makes it so difficult for ESAM to get back to the stage comfortably. Double Pikmin into the yellow. Shout out to the Lakers. forward air that way, sends him back coast to coast. Big down smash charge. ESAM going high, but getting reversaled with the down air and still fighting for a way back to the stage. 156%, 163 in a blink of an eye. And now ESAM with an opportunity to reversal. Low recovery, gets called out by the spike. No stage check, but ESAM doesn't find a way to capitalize, but gets 2 up airs. It's not over quite yet. Back and forth damage swing, 163% on ESAM. We're back to some calm before the storm.
Yeah, both of them kind of recognizing the situation they just came back from, so often play a little bit slower, but ESAM with the out of shields options is doing a lot better at just kind of making sure that Shuton isn't getting any parties started, gets enough hits in the back air to get the knockback. Thunder, not going to be able to cover in time. Shuton weaving through the recovery, but ESAM gets that F-tilt and resets the situation. These lead trap situations, PJ, that's what ESAM needs to kind of take these stocks, and we're getting closer and closer to a break point here on the stock 1.
Trying to land with a down air there, or sorry, a nair there, looking for any way to get back down, kind of similar to what Luigi's will do with Cyclone, but Luigi doesn't get afforded that forward air, because that is going to be a ridiculously strong KO tool, especially at that percent. And Shuton still finding a way to continue to hold these leads, and 43% of damage with 1 down tilt into 2 up airs with a Pikmin on you. So much damage. Dash attack not enough to KO. That helmet is quite heavy on the Olimar, avoiding the back air there with a very expertly timed up B drift. And ESAM once again struggling to find these KOs versus Shuton.
Shuton's recoveries are unintentionally so funny. Like, just kind of hang out on stage like, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? ESAM's eventually going to find that dash attack, though. And 91% on a lot of matchups would be like, okay, fine. But against Olimar, oh, wait. Okay, had to air dodge there. But yeah, against Olimar, you can't afford to be at, like, you know, above 80, 90 as a character this way.
The Pikmin's getting thrown out by Shuton right now as he continues to try to hold down that neutral. And it's been working out very, very well so far. Nice down air there to get some damage for ESAM. Dash attack sends in the corner. Another Thunder attempt. No dice, though. No
double jump here. Is going to have to recover high.
Nice
up tilt coverage. Yeah, just waiting for Shuton to come right down.
He didn't really want to match him in the air there with an up air, instead holding true to that up tilt. Okay, a little quick attack there. As you were saying, more hit stop because you're landing into Pikmin. Gets an up throw there. If that's a blue Pikmin, that's the end of your stock. But because it's yellow, still holding on here, ESAM needs to get that blue Pikmin off of him. Doesn't find a way to kill it, though.
All right, now, yep, the white's going to come out. And now
careful.
You know what Shuton wants.
Oh, air dodge. Nice air dodge, too, after the whistle.
Shuton's air dodges have been psychic in a lot of ways. Like, air dodges that on paper are, like, bad, but like for some reason he just always knows when ESAM's gonna swing for the fences there. And speaking of swing for the fences, Shuton finds a home run, gets the big old stop sign with that yellow Pikmin, and bring ESAM to potentially the final stock of this first set.
And yeah, once again, the Pikmin causing problems. A character that is so used to being able to kind of abuse the really strong frame data in his favor, because you're hitting Pikmin all the time, it really makes it difficult. But ESAM making it just as difficult to find a way back to stage. The back air goes high, covers the recovery back to ledge attempt from Shuton, and ESAM fighting back, forcing last stock.
Yeah, and this all comes down to this. I mean, Shuton already up 2 games. ESAM finding a lot more like presence, but Shuton, this is the early damage. Look at that off a grab, 40%, and you're rest in peace that Pikmin. That one was a real one, I'll tell you that. Oh wait, Whistle brought it back.
He's still living. The yellow Pikmin still on ESAM, and he won't give him any more chance. Almost a 0 to death there, but getting the blue Pikmin with the high recovery. Yeah, that yellow Pikmin put on damage, and I mean, it's easy to simplify matchups like that, where it's like, oh, because yellow Pikmin beats the electric attack. But like Shuton just kind of dismantled the matchup in general. A lot of really good reversals, downers, and up airs to check ESAM's aggression. And good defensive game off stage led to Shuton very dominantly taking the set.